On the surface, Regina George looks like the typical high school villain. She's pretty, she's mean, and obsessed with being popular. But the longer you watch her, the more you realize that Regina isn't just mean for the sake of it. She understands how power works, and more importantly, she knows how to use it. Regina moves through high school like someone who has already figured out the rules of a much bigger world. While everyone else is trying to be liked, she's trying to be in control. That's the difference. Most people think that power comes from being kind or talented or authentic. But Regina knows that power actually comes from perception. It's about how people see you, talk to you, and feel around you. And so she focuses on that image. She carefully builds herself into something larger than life. People don't just know Regina, they hear about her. The rumors, the stories, all make her feel untouchable. When people say things like her hair is insured or she has a perfect life, it doesn't matter if that's true. What matters is that it creates distance that turns into power. Regina understands that if people see you as almost unreal, they won't question you, they'll just follow. At the same time, she knows that power isn't just about being admired, it's about controlling how people feel. Regina uses a mix of kindness and cruelty to keep people emotionally off balance. She compliments someone to their face and then insults them behind their back. And weirdly, that works because it creates confusion. People don't know where they stand with her, so they try harder to earn her approval. And that's why characters like Gretchen and Karen stay loyal to her. It's not that she's a good friend, it's because she's unpredictable. Regina makes sure no one feels secure enough to challenge her. If you're always worried about losing your place, you won't risk stepping out of line. And that's control. She also understands that people will accept unfair systems as long as they feel included in them. The rules of the plastics, what to wear, how to act, and who can sit where, are completely made up, and they're ridiculous. But Regina enforces them like they matter, and once people start following them, they become real. And not because they make sense, but because everyone agrees to them. This is one of Regina's smartest moves. She creates structure around her power. Instead of constantly fighting to stay on top, she builds a system where staying on top becomes natural. Everyone else is too busy following the rules to question who made them. Another thing Regina does well is identifying threats early. The moment she sees Katie, she knows something is different. Katie is pretty, confident, and not shaped by the usual insecurities of high school, and that makes her dangerous. Regina doesn't wait for the threat to grow, instead she pulls Katie in. She keeps her close where she can monitor and control her. This is a classic power move. Keep your friends close and enemies closer. Regina doesn't need to destroy Katie immediately. She just needs to neutralize her. And for a while, it works. Katie becomes part of the system instead of challenging it. But what makes Regina so interesting is that she doesn't chase happiness. She chooses power over everything else. She stays in relationships that boost her image instead of ones that make her feel good. She keeps friends who are useful instead of ones who understand her. Even her appearance becomes a tool, something to maintain, control, and use. And in a strange way, she's right. By the standards of the world, it works. She gets attention, she gets influence, she gets control, and the system rewards that behavior. But as usual, there's always a cost. Regina's version of power depends on constant maintenance. She has to keep performing, keep controlling, and keep manipulating. One mistake, one moment of weakness, and everything starts to fall apart. And that's exactly what happens. The same system she built becomes the thing that destroys her. The rumors, the insecurity, and the competition. It all turns back on her. Her biggest mistake is thinking she can control everything forever. She underestimated people like Janice. She underestimated how quickly power can shift. And she forgot that when your power is built on fear and illusion, it's never really stable. And so she reflects something real about how power works outside of high school as well. In many ways, the world does reward confidence over kindness and image over authenticity. And Regina understood that earlier than everyone else. But the film also shows the limit of that mindset. Because while Regina wins in the short term, she loses in the long term. When everything falls apart, she's left without real connections, without real friends, and without the identity she built everything around. In the end, Regina George shows us how power can be created, how it can be maintained, and how easily it can collapse. She understands influence and how that influence comes at a cost. Thank you for watching this video. Please tell me your thoughts down below, comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. Bye!